Yeah, I think it's probably harder to be an artist now than it was back then. But I think there's always been like way too many artists because the art schools are pumping out thousands of them every year, and it's just very difficult. I went to all the London colleges, quite a few different places just to have a look round. And Goldsmiths College, I just went round there and I saw there was like a kind of a guy in the studio with like about 7 blank canvases on the floor in front of him, and he just had his head in his hands, and it just looked like total despair. And I thought, this is a place for me. It's just like these guys are really suffering here. But it seemed like it was really quite serious about that. It wasn't just doing watercolours of landscapes. I didn't really know what fine art was. I thought fine art was when you drew like kind of flowers in like intricate detail. And I knew there was like artists out there, like maybe Picasso or something like that, but I didn't really know it was an option. And so I was kind of graphics and industrial design I was interested in, but just more and more fine art took over because I was reading so much more about these artists of the past and spending so much time in the library, just immersing myself in it all. And just slowly, gradually, it became obvious to me that that was the only option. There was no way I could do something that I'd been given a brief for. Like a lot of people say that maybe the art galleries kind of replaces the church, which is quite a big claim, but I think in a way it's quite true, because in the past people were given this time every week or whatever where they go to this building and then they would hear something or experience something and then reflect on it, and they, for just that few minutes in time, they're not bothered about their job or the kids or the mortgage or whatever else they've got. They're just there to reflect on, you know, metaphysical questions. The transformation that's gone on is just absolutely massive. This country was really not known as an art-making country other than kind of a few idiosyncratic artists. There was a Listen School, which was quite a little collection of artists which had success internationally, but not really here. They weren't taken into the British consciousness. People didn't really know about Richard Wentworth and Richard Deacon and these kind of artists. And then you had people like Hockney and Lucian Freud and Richard Hamilton, all kind of these little figures, but generally it was kind of totally ignored. And I guess, I mean, there's just like thousands of galleries now, whereas there was only really a handful operating on a contemporary level 20, 25 years ago. And certainly for me, I have a little bit of a problem with things like seduction and beauty and desire and these things. I think the manipulation of human emotions is something that goes on in advertising and in art and all kinds of different levels, and it intrigues me. And I think sometimes it can be morally dubious what you're looking at and the way you're engaging with subject matter through images. They're kind of very prurient interests that we have, and I'm not going to be totally moralistic about it, but I'm interested in this dark side of human nature.